Hey, Arsene. So I just wanted to go through um, some of the steps we can take to start cleaning up all this data and whatnot, and like making sure the categories are all right. So here you can see we're at the website. So we go to uniquefood.us. You can see the home page is now fixed up. But anyway, so what I'm going to talk to you about is the shop. So the shop, the first thing that I saw that you were asking me to do was change up the categories. We can change up the categories by going to the administrator section, and I'll give you a email address and password to log in with. That way you can access the stuff back here. But anyway, so if if you're modifying any of the products or any of their attributes, you'll see at the left hand side there's this products tab. So you can you can view all products, you can add a new product, and you can deal with some other stuff here. So we'll go to categories, and now you can see all the categories here on this page. So let's say we wanted to, okay, so let's go back here. Let's say we wanted to move cheese to its own category. So we can go to this categories page and then look up cheese, and we can edit that. And you'll see a couple things here. You'll see the name cheese with a capital C. That corresponds to what you see here. And then the slug is what happens when you go to, so if we wanted to go to product category / cheese and just view the cheese category directly like that. Oh, let me move this in here. Yes, so that's what those two things are for. And then you could see right here, we have a drop down called for dairy. And that's all I've been adding so far. Eventually we might want to add thumbnails and descriptions, but for now we're just trying to get things configured properly so you could use the system before we like ultra optimize it. So anyway, that's how you would change a category. You can add a new category right over here by clicking this add new category after filling out all this stuff. And then the next thing is for all products. So let's say, so right now I only have one item set up. We can modify an item by clicking on the item, and then you could see right here you can edit the permalink, which is the URL. We can make this Mid-East, and then so if you go through this page you can kind of see how everything works. Yeah, so you can change the featured image here. You can assign the categories that the product belongs to here. And then we can add product tags too. So we could say, so what's a good, let's see, what's a good tag to add? So eventually we'll have to go through, so I basically randomly generated all of these descriptions using AI. So we'll have to go in eventually and like edit this up. So for instance, this would have to be Mid-East. And then we can add a tag. So a tag, we can add a tag corn. Yeah, so and at the bottom you'll see the short description. The short description corresponds to this text, and then the other text you're seeing corresponds to this text. And I'm going to add a couple more items here. So for instance, or at least one, we're gonna have brand name, and then I'll say Mid-East. So let's set that up right now. So we want to have an attribute called brand, and then we'll do Mid-East. And you can go through this other stuff. Purchase note, you could see you can add a note that'll show up on like invoices after a customer makes a purchase. You can like disable the review feature. We're gonna add brand. Linked products, you can so look up corn, and now whenever so basically we can set these up so that on the product page you'll see like related products. If we want to have like recommended products, which are upsells to like more expensive products, you can add those here. And then cross sells is for I'm not exactly sure what a cross sell is, but it's similar to an upsell. And then we can do different like shipping stuff. You can set the length, width, and height. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal for us right now, but maybe down the road you guys will want to have like all this kind of information in there. And then you could even see that there's different kinds of products. A variable product would be like, if you had a shoe that came in 3 different colors and 15 different sizes, then that would be a variable product. I'm not sure what a group product is, and you don't have to worry about this affiliate product stuff. So inventory, this is all going to be managed from Odoo, I think. But in the meantime, for testing products, you can like set stuff back here as well as the SKU. The SKU should be left alone because that's what we're using to upload these CSVs and manage that kind of stuff. You could see if you wanted to have like a set of 4 or 5 pictures to go along with this, for instance, like if you want like the nutritional facts, different angles of the Mid-East bag, then you can add those photos here. So let's see. So I'm not sure what you want to do with taxes. We're going to have to figure that out. For now, it's automatically assigning Texas tax because the store's location is in Texas, but we can modify that to wherever you're selling. So we added an attribute, Mid-East. So we're going to save that. And we're going to update this. And now let's go to here. So you can see tag. Now we have a tag of corn. And it shows up. It shows this. And then we can also see, if we go to shop, you can now see at the bottom here it says tags corn. So anytime you want to have like a word or something that links to a bunch of products and it doesn't necessarily fit in with the categories, we can add a tag to the product, and then that'll automatically show up over here. That way you can have, like recommended and show like 10 different products. You could have like any kind of list you want. So now let's go to, we're gonna add that new, this is a little bit more advanced. You've just watched like most of the stuff that you have to worry about for now. But we're going to go to the widgets. So widgets handles like the sidebar for the blog, the sidebar for the shop. It looks like there's one for the product too, but we're not using that yet. So now we want to filter by attribute. We want to do, brands, attributes. So it looks like we have to add attributes. So we're gonna delete these, since these are from the demo data I added. And then we're going to add brand. And we're going to add that attribute. Okay, so now we're going to go to Mideast Corn again. So brand is already. So let's just stick with, so you see how I added it again from like the existing menu? I had to do that instead of leaving it in here because I custom made it for this particular product, so it didn't recognize it. But now it should recognize it. So we can add in Mideast, so Mideast. And we'll create that value. So we'll just do that. So we have brand now. Update. And now we'll go back to this. And you can see, brand is still not there. Oh, so we have additional information, and the brand shows up right here. I could probably move that here eventually, but so anytime you have different attributes that you want to add to like a bunch of different products, we'll have that here. So, and that'll just like automatically show up under additional information. But now I want to show you the shop. And now you can see, so let's go back to widgets, because I gotta add that widget that I forgot to do. So we have brands, attribute brand, and we'll just enable all these for now and see if it shows up right. So we'll go to shop. And there you go. So now we have brands. So you'll be able to sort by brands. I thought this would be good. I'm not sure what else you would want to add that you would sort like that. But I think we should definitely have brands. Okay, and what else? What else? So if you want to go through the options of WooCommerce, you can check that out with here. If you go over here, like for instance, you might want to go to the extension section, and then you can just like read about. They have like hundreds of different plugins. If you were like looking for a plugin, that prints labels automatically, you could look up print, and you could see all these different plugins. Some of them you have to pay for, other ones you don't. But usually the ones that you pay for are just like a lot less work to set up, and then the ones that you don't pay for have like advertisements in them and whatnot. But you could go through different stuff and say you want to look at reports. I mean, there'll be reports here, and there's like tons of other stuff to check. I would not, like, you probably don't have to worry about SiteKit. Media is where you would check out all the different pictures that have been uploaded. Pages you don't have to worry about. Comments you don't have to worry about. Most of this stuff you don't have to worry about. I just showed you pretty much everything you need to know. so that instead of working with a spreadsheet next time, you can just go into here and go into like products and make changes there. All right, so I'm going to also make you an account right now. I'll set your user role as so your login will be ursinemalta @gmail.com, ursinemalta, and then we'll just set your domain, and we'll make your password. Let's hide it. Here, I'm going to do it off the page so I can post this video. Let's see, how can I do that? Okay, now I'm going to add you as shop manager. There you go. Now you're a shop manager here. So that should give you all the permissions you need to like get in there and start modifying stuff to your liking. All right, thanks for watching. That's all I got. All right, bye.